morning, Mr. Hernandez. I am García and I am going to report about 100 Years of Solitude by Gabriel García Márquez. 100 Years of Solitude, novel by Gabriel García Márquez, published in Spanish as 100 Años de Soledad in 1967. It is considered the author's masterpiece and the foremost example of his style of magic realism. So I'm going to read a brief summary of the novel 100 Years of Solitude. Many years later, as he faced the firing squad, Colonel Aurelio Buendia was to remember that distant afternoon that his father took him to discover ice. So opens a book in word, as recognizable as it was the best of times. It was the worst times, and call me Ishmael. 100 Years of Solitude is an epic tale of 7 generations of the Buendia family that also spans 100 years of turbulent Latin American history, from the post-colonial 1820s to the 1920s. Patriarch Jose Arcadio Buendia builds the utopian city of Macondo in the middle of swamp. At first prosperous, the town attracts gypsies and hucksters, among them the old writer Melchades stand for the author. A tropical storm lasting nearly 5 years almost destroys the town, and by the 5th Buendia generation, its physical decrepitude is matched by the family's depravity. A hurricane finally erases all traces of the city, along with the last Buendia family. By the end of the novel, Melquiades has been revealed as the narrator. His mysterious manuscripts are in fact the text of the novel. Critics have noted the influence of Argentine writer George Louis Burge in books, labyrinthine fantasy, and American writer William Faulkner in taking a fictional family genealogy and from it forming a literary epic. So this story of Gabriel García Márquez, The 100 Years of Solitude, is a sweeping saga about the Buendia family and over several generations in a fictional town of Macondo. So it is between 1820s to 1920s. The story blends magical realism with historical and social themes, exploring the cyclical nature of history, the impact of solitude, and the interplay between myth and reality. It begins with the patriarch Jose Arcadio Buendia and his wife Ursula founding Macondo. Over the century, the family's fortune rise and fall amid civil wars, industrializations, and supernatural events, reflecting the broader human experience of love, loss, and the inescapable influence of the past. The novel is renowned for its rich poetic language and its deep exploration of Latin American culture and history. So the themes being presented in the novel is the characters in 100 Years of Solitude are both individuals and have asymbolic figures, each embodying different aspects of the novel's themes of first, its title, Solitude, fate, history, and human nature. So that was some of the themes presented in the story. So next are the characters. So first is Jose Arcadio Buendia. Is the patriarch of the Buendia family and the founder of the town of Macondo. He is characterized by his obsessive pursuit on knowledge, curiosity, and innovative spirit. Next is his wife, Ursula Iguaran, is the matriarch of the Buendia family and one of the strongest characters in the novel. Ursula is patriarchal, wise, and deeply moral. Her rule as a stabilizing force in the Buendia household spans over a century. making her the emotional and moral anchor of the family. Next is Aureliano II and Jose Arcadio II are twin brothers and part of the third generation of Buendia family. Though they are twins, their lives take vastly different paths, symbolizing the duality present in Buendia family. Next is Fernanda del Carpio, is the wife of Aureliano II and represents the intrusion of rigid, conservative values into the Buendia household. Fernanda comes from a once noble family and is obsessed with restoring her family's lost prestige. Next character is Remedios the Beauty, is one of the most enigmatic characters in the novel, known for her stunning beauty and her complete detachment from the world. She lives in a state of innocent ignorance and unaware of the effect her beauty has on others. So her beauty is walang effect. So next is Aureliano, the last of the Buendias, is the last of the Buendia family line and the son of Renata Remedios, also known as Meme, and Mauricio Babylonia. Like his ancestors, Aureliano is marked by solitude, spending much of his time in isolation, deciphering the cryptic prophecies of Melquiades. He becomes the final witness to the family's fate, discovering that the Buendias were destined to repeat the same patterns of solitudes and destruction. So just like the footnote to youth or our culture here in the Philippines is we have the same patterns or cycle of life or the reincarnation of life. So for me, the moral lesson in the novel, it revolves around themes of cyclical history and the inevitability of fate. The novel suggests that humanity's struggles and mistakes are often repeated across generations, highlighting the importance of learning from the past to break destructive cycles. It also emphasizes the power and consequence of solitude, both as a source of strength and a cause of suffering. Ultimately, the story underscores the interconnectedness of all people and events, reminding us the enduring impact of our actions on a future generation. So that's what we call history repeated itself. So in our generation, mostly, if for example your family is wealthy before, then your family is wealthy then karon. Kay it's a history, or your family is being known as the wealthy family or a wealthy clan. So you must have to preserve it or keeping it as what the old your grandmothers or grandparents has given on your new generation or clan. So and another example is if your fam if your if your clan is came from a broken family, so there must be an instances that your family or your future is broken also. So inga na siya, mura siya cycle of life. If imong family ang mama nimo sa una ilang family is broken family, so di kuan na pa instances nga imong family pod or your future family ma-broken sad mo. So it's just like that. It's a cycle of life, generation from generation. So for example, imuhang ang imong mama is daghan siya o or imong papa is daghan siya or nangabit siya sa imong mama. So yung anak is naay instances ba nga if ikaw na sad ang mga sawa is imuha na sang bana ang mag-cheat, more siya inga na nga cycle. So motong nasabtan, it's the Buendia family has its own conjud kanang naay cycle. It's solitude, like that. So that would be all in my report about the 100 years of solitude. Thank you for watching.